Hello everyone, Takashi here, and welcome back to our beautiful, hopefully huge, eventually, city of Latsou. So welcome back guys for episode 2. If you guys haven't seen episode 1 yet, please go watch it. It was basically a city introduction. No, we did not build all of this in one episode. Basically, I just was building out the city for the past few weeks and kind of decided that I want to make a YouTube series out of it because I'm just really liking the city. Last episode, I just gave some background information on the city, what my goals are, everything about it, and then we also did a bit of work just over here. So I filled in this area with trees, a park, just kind of finished up this college area, and yeah. So basically today guys, we are going to be finishing up North Baniax, so this whole area here, and really just make it look really cool, because that's kind of the whole goal of this episode, just to finish up Baniax, get the north part of it done, and then maybe even get started on this area here. So yeah, so let's get started over here. I'm not really too sure what I want to do in terms of like zoning, like plopping buildings. Like, do I just want to do kind of this sort of stuff over here? Do I want to go for a little bit higher? I'm not really too sure. I don't want to go too high. I want to definitely taper off, especially after this university. It really tapers off here. I think I did a pretty good job at kind of gradually lowering the height, so that looks pretty good. Another thing though guys, you might notice that the city looks a little different, and this is because I actually went ahead and installed Lumina. As you guys can see, here are my Lumina settings, just for anybody curious. So yeah, that's why my game looks so much better now. I also did enable fog and clouds, so it's a little more realistic, I guess, and I definitely do prefer this look than the previous one. It's a lot more vibrant. Look at how nice these greens are. It honestly just reminds me of Dewey Delmar from Skills Builds. I absolutely love that YouTuber. He is incredible. He's very skilled at playing City Skylines too, guys. If you guys don't already know about Dewey Delmar, please go watch it. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how the graphics turned out. I think they turned out really good. But without further ado guys, let's get into the building. Alright, let's get into the zoning. So I'm gonna start off guys, I just want to place down some services. Let's see, education. Are we good for education? No, we're not. We need some more elementary schools. So let's put just right here. This seems like a good spot for a little elementary school here. We can even put, let's put that there. We can give it a little extension. Let's actually turn our game on finally. So yeah, we'll have a little school here. And then, you know, maybe we should put another one. You know, kind of close. Let's put another one just up here, because that one's a pretty small school. So yeah, let's just do the same thing over here. Let's do the upgrade too, why not? Just because, yeah, we want our citizens to get as educated as possible so that we can actually fill up these universities. So we have the Institution of Mathematics here, and then we have the actual university. You can see they are not full at all, so we definitely do need to get our citizens more educated. Let's see about high school. How are we doing for high school? We're doing okay. We could probably place another high school. Let's see, a modern high school. Should we just go put this guy right here? I mean, there's probably gonna be a good amount of people here, so may as well. How are we doing with our economics? Okay, we're still gaining quite a bit. So this has 1700. Where did these upgrades? So this increases student capacity This also adds capacity, and this just, I don't even know what this does. Mindfulness rooms, whatever. Let's just add it, and then we'll add. Should we add one of these two guys? Let's add this guy too. Boom. Right. And this is a high noise polluting building, so we're gonna have to figure out what we're gonna do on the other side here. Maybe let's just delete this road. Actually, let's go right up to school, just like that. And then I guess let's just make this a little easier for ourselves. Obviously, put anarchy on. Let's just do that. Yeah, it's a little better. I'm just starting to get some trees behind the whatever we build here, so that they can kind of block from the rail. As you guys can see, we did that over here, and I think it looked pretty good. So we're gonna do that again for sure. Now in terms of hospitals, do we need another hospital? This is a pretty big hospital. It's also fully maxed out. So yeah, it looks like we're good. We could probably do with maybe one more. Maybe just a medical clinic, honestly. That might not be a bad idea. So I think we should just probably put that right there. And then let's give it an upgrade. What does this do? This just increases the patient capacity. We don't have any room for that though, so we'll just have to leave it like that for now. You know, just serve the area a little bit more, because the hospital is kind of far. And then considering we have no public transit, you know, it's probably gonna be a bit of a nightmare to drive an ambulance through all the busy streets all the way over here. So yeah. And then we just have our police station right over here. And maybe we should we get another firehouse in here? I think we're good. Yeah, this is a pretty heavy duty firehouse here. It's actually a fire station, so even better. That's pretty cool. But yeah, let's just, I think we're good for everything else. Ooh, should we finally do our post office, guys? That's what I'm thinking. Because yeah, we have minus 15 on the happiness score just because we don't have mail. I think that's a little ridiculous. But let's see, what should we do? I think we should do a little post office. Why not, right? Give the people what they want, whatever, you know. Let's put our little Japanese one over here. Yeah, I think we do need to actually put some mailboxes down, so this might be a little annoying, but yeah, whatever. We'll just put a few here and there. Yeah, this is gonna be a little tedious. I don't really care too much about the mail stuff. Like, I'm just gonna put it just to put it, you know. I'm not really too picky on it, to be honest. Like, I'm not really gonna care about how covered the city is with mailboxes. Like, it doesn't really matter to me. But you know, I'll put a couple, you know, make sure they're good for that. I'll have to put some down in Bankston as well, of course. Yeah, we'll put another one right there. All right, there we go. The mail. What are these, mail trucks? Is that what they're called? Post vans. Oh, okay. Well, they're being dispatched right now, so that's pretty good. All right, let's get to some actual zoning. But before, should we put some parks in? Let's just put some parks in. Let's make a nice little, actually, no, we're gonna do that after. I always do parks after, so yeah. Okay, one thing I do want to do, guys, is I want to get some public housing in, or some low rent housing, I guess it's called in this game. So we're gonna do L5 low rent. So we actually do have some low rent buildings here that we can choose from, you know, just to kind of, you know, give the people who are maybe not doing as well financially still a nice place to live, of course. But obviously this will probably be a less desirable place to live, so we'll probably put some over here. But yeah, let's just bring a little street off here, because again, they're gonna complain. Oh, why did that not work? They're gonna complain about the noise from the high school. Probably also gonna complain about this. It's low. Okay, should be fine then. So we have to put something here. Maybe some shops or something. Let's just get some of these guys in here though. Let's see. Should we mix it up though? Or should we keep it all the same? I think that's probably pretty good. Just a couple of them, you know, nothing crazy. And then we can probably just put some good old Japanese mixed use. These are some of my favorite assets in the whole game. I absolutely love these. They're really good. So yeah, let's put some over here, you know. Put some jobs kind of near these buildings here. These are honestly pretty good assets. These are actually really nice assets. These do not look like social housing buildings at all. They look a little nicer than that. So that's good. Especially this white one. This white one looks pretty good. Way more modern than in North America for sure. So China, good job for that. But I don't know how realistic it is, but yeah, let's just put. Should we do one of these? Let's do one of these guys right here. Why not? I do want to make sure it's kind of snug though. There we go. Oh, what is that? That looked like a garbage truck, but I don't have. It's an oil truck. Okay. What are these guys doing? It needs oils. Oh, they're processing petrochemicals. Wow. That's fitting. Yeah. Okay. That's interesting. I would have never guessed that they were processing petrochemicals there. But hey, great, you know. Business is business, guys. You know, what can I say? All right, I'm just gonna put, you know, some more there. We can just, you know, probably get some trees going in there. We don't need anything crazy. Yeah, we don't need anything. Actually, you know what we should do? We should probably just move this guy over. Put some trees in between, make it a little more even, you know. All right, so yeah, another thing I want to do is probably just add a simple little roundabout here. Let's see. Maybe not. We don't need them that big. Just something like that, you know. Make it a little better. And then let's just keep going with these Japanese assets. Actually, we'll do a gray building over here, and then. Let's put something on this side, actually. Should we just do that? You know, be lazy. Let's just do that, whatever. It's easy. Yeah, and a cool little trick to make it not as ugly when you splice these is to slightly lower or raise the buildings. I'm just gonna lower them here just so that the roofs don't look weird. And, you know, you're not lowering them too much, so it's not too noticeable anyway. I find that just makes it look a little better. And then let's do one of this guy. Does not look very Japanese. I don't know why he's in the Japanese pack. Let's see, what can we do here? I think we're gonna just do a couple more of these. Maybe 2 more of those. Put some trees there. Let's put a little park there. Why not? That's not parks, this is. Put like a square pocket park. Boom. Look at that. Nice. Okay. So there we go. First little section done. Let's see what we can do over here though. I think we're just gonna do some. We'll do some Japanese buildings. You know. Some of those guys, but let's also just get some medium Japanese buildings in here. Those are also pretty good. I like them. I don't want to make this like too Japanese themed, to be honest. Like, you know, this is not a Japanese themed build at all, but you know, we can have a few of them. Well, why not? Okay, I don't want to have this money actually. Now I think about it, the roofs are so white. I forgot about that. They are very white roofs. Let's move that guy over there. Let's move this guy right there. Let's just do Let's see, what other assets can we do over here? These are some Chinese medium density. Yeah, these guys are always pretty good. These are really modern, I like that. I already do have quite a bit of these, but why not add some more, you know? And then let's just get some higher density commercial along here. Why not, you know? Make it a little more exciting for the residents. I'll give them at least one nice little store here, like a Gucci store or something. I don't know. But yeah, I don't want to make it too dense, you know, like, it doesn't really matter. Let's see, how can we do this? Just trying to figure out, let's move this guy over here, like that, and then let's move this guy over here, and then let's move this guy kind of on the corner, right like that, boom. And then let's get one more building in here. Maybe one of the more low rent ones. Let's see. Not a 4x4. No, I don't want the same asset. Maybe one of these. Or, let's see. Yeah, something like that. A little more, I don't know, a little more grimy, I guess. And a little more lengthy too, one that kind of has more, yeah, length, not width. All right, let's just rinse and repeat that for the next block over here. Let's get a little, let's do another Chinese one. Let's do this 4x4. This one looks actually kind of cool. Let's put it right here. Why not? Give it a bit of height, you know? Because at the end of the day, this will be more of a mixed neighborhood rather than a really anything else neighborhood. And then let's give it some just regular Chinese buildings. Not low rent, please. Oh, high. That's very high. I forgot. Or no, sorry, medium. There we go. Let's do this 4x4 right here. Let's just put it right there, ever so slightly. And then let's get let's get another Japanese building in here. One of these guys, yeah. Just like that. Again, guys, I'm not going too dense here. I think that's the main, like, that's the key. Not too dense, because I think when you make it too dense, you know, I don't know, like, this is really not that dense. Like, yeah, it's very tall buildings here, but there's just a lot of room to breathe. Do you see how much, like, room in between these buildings there are? I think that just gives it a much better look. I don't know, that's just me though. Yeah, but yeah, hopefully you guys like this look too. I really do like it. Definitely a little more spacious, a little better. Look at that, guys. Our citizens are super happy. That's awesome. Because the mail service is actually, oh my god, look at that. That was pretty quick for it to store up. Nice, that means it's being used, you know, so that's good. I want to get one more building in here. Maybe one of these, but I don't want to reuse the same asset. Or honestly, anything that kind of, let's just do that, why not? That's easy. All right, next block. Let's go down here. Let's start filling in these guys down here. This is higher foot traffic area. You know, we got tons of pedestrians coming in here. So let's get some more. Whoa, what's going on there? Okay, I don't know what that is. Huh. Whoa, I don't know what that is. Okay, hold on, guys. Bear with me. I do not know what's going on there. let's just fix that real quick. There we go. All right, let's get some more shops going in here. Let's get one. Actually, that guy's a little too chunky. Let's get one of these, just like that. And then let's go with some more regular, like, you know, high-end shopping things along here. You know, just the usual. And then let's give it like one more. Just like 2 more. Let's give it another one. Like 3x2. Perfect. You know, just as the people are walking, you know. I guess this is just weird terrain. That's why it was a little funky. But it's okay. It's character. Is this filling up? Not really, but lots of people walking around. That's cool. I don't really know where they're coming from. This isn't like the middle of nowhere. It's like in the back alleys, but hey, if they're walking around, I am happy. I don't know if you guys can hear. It just started raining pretty heavily, actually. Hope it doesn't show up too much on camera. And look at that, guys. Last episode, we saw the people hanging around on the track. Are they still there? Yeah, look at that. And now they're playing basketball and soccer. Actually, none of them are on the actual courts or field, but at least they're hanging out, you know. And look at this. The 2 schools filled up instantly. So, I don't know, maybe, do we need another one? I don't know. Maybe. We might need another one, guys, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, let's put another... Let's see, what should we do here? Actually, let's see what we got with some non... Oh my god, the rain is really... I don't know if you guys can hear that, but... It's really raining now. Actually, that one's not a corner lot. Why are there so many people? Let's get a more corner lot, kinda. Nope, wrong way, but we'll just move you around. I don't know. This probably won't fit too well, but it doesn't matter. It's fun, whatever. Do we have Southwestern? We do. Okay. Let's play around with some more different asset packs here, guys. I've kind of not been doing that too well. So, yeah, I'm just going to kind of sprinkle these about. But yeah. Let's see, let's put this guy there. I don't really want them to kind of blend together. I kind of want them to be pretty unique and different. See the northeastern ones, yeah, you have this asset right here, which is, it's polarizing for sure, but it's still pretty cool. Oh, and then this one, I actually like this one quite a bit. Let's put that one right there. Perfect. Oh my gosh, look at that. Perfect fit. Awesome. And then just enough for some trees in there. Or even like a pathway or an alleyway or something. Alright, I think that'll be good. You know, just give this area some character. Let's put another one right there. Then obviously we'll go on with the Japanese and the Chinese low rent too. Just to, yeah, definitely give it some more character. Yeah, let's see, what else can we add of the northeast one? I think a lot of these are like very northeastern though, so I don't know how many you should add, because I don't really want it to look too... Whoa, that's kind of weird. It's kind of cool. It's like them spliced together. Huh. We're gonna definitely have to use this one. Where though? That's the question. Right there. Perfect. Perfect. Look at that. It literally, oh my gosh, it fits perfectly. And it's like perfectly little. Okay, not bad. I can even move this guy in, so it's kind of like even the same building almost. Nice. All right, that's pretty cool. And then let's also just try medium density. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's all going to be red brick buildings. So let's see the southwestern one. Yeah, these guys are a little better. I like these ones actually quite a bit. So actually, let's just kind of get rid of some of the Japanese ones. You know, again, give it a little bit more flavor. Let's just get rid of those ones. Ooh, this one's cool. Whoa. Oh my gosh, that one's actually really cool. That's so unique, actually. I love that. Wow. That's awesome. We'll play with the detailing later, of course, as we always do. Ooh, I can't forget parks, though. I never forget parks, but let's just get some parks in while I think about it. Let's see. Which one do we want? We have to have some. Definitely have to have some. Ooh, a basketball center. That's perfect, actually. Ooh, I want it a little more central, though. Let's see. Where can we put this? Do we maybe sacrifice this building? Yeah, I think we're gonna have to sacrifice this guy. Sorry, bud. To put our basketball center right there. Boom. Perfect. And then this guy can just move down. Let's put him on the other side of the road, actually. Right next to the basketball center. Yeah, Assassin's are actually pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. They have like, these stands? Yeah, they have like little stands there too. That's awesome. I love that. I want to get another park though. Maybe back here, or like over here. Let's see. Do I want to... Let's see. Maybe just the Passage Park. I always like this one. This one's pretty nice. Alright, there we go. Right there. And then... Let's see. Should we honestly just straighten this guy out? You know, just do like that. I think so. I think that makes everything look a little better if I was just fully straightened out. Oh, these guys are playing. Oh, I forgot. I'm gonna have to get a mod that has like no noise pollution complaining, because it's kind of annoying. I'm not gonna. These guys are complaining about it too. I don't think anywhere else, but whatever. Yeah, these guys are not happy. They are, yeah. It's too bad though. It's either you live there or you don't live anywhere. So, yeah. Sorry. Alright, let's see what else we can get in here. That's kind of cool, actually. Let's do that. Alright, what about the northeastern? Oh yeah, we already checked that. What if we go high? I feel like there's a cool asset here. Yes, these ones. Perfect. Perfect. I absolutely love these assets so much. Like they're my favorite. I love them. Put that one there too. Why not? Perfect. You know, give it a bit of height. You know, why not? Let's see what else can we do here. Should we put this guy here or this guy? I think that was a little too crazy. I'm gonna calm down on that. Let's see, we could do one there. With enough trees, guys, anything is gonna look good. So, yeah. Now let's get some medium Japanese. Let's go on with some of these guys. you know, get a few white roofs in here. Nothing crazy, but you know, a few. Never hurts. Let's get like, oh yeah, this one, perfect. Not necessarily the perfect corner, but it'll work. Should we do it now? There has to be another one, right? Yeah. I forgot these ones are awesome too. I love those ones. There's a lot of open space here, guys. I think we're just gonna have to. Boom. Pedestrian path in the middle. Awesome, I like that. Alright, while we're at it, let's just see. What else can we add here? I don't want too many, but let's go. Ooh, I definitely want to get this guy in here somewhere. Let's see, where though? That's the question. Right there. Perfect. Kinda splices. Kinda. A little bit. Alright, this place is definitely starting to take shape though, you know? Lots of people want to move in though, holy moly. Did we really just create that many houses? I guess. I don't know. Yeah, there's still about 1,000 more households to be filled. So, hey, that's good though. Yeah. It's looking pretty cool too. I'm loving it. These guys are pretty compact though, right? Like, definitely, yeah, okay. These definitely do need to fill up. Alright. That's good. We can probably afford to make this a little more dense too. I'm deciding it, whatever. And let's put this guy. Actually, I don't want I want a white building, not a red brick building. There we go. One of those. Ooh, what are we gonna put on this side? I want to put something. We gotta put something there. Let's see, what can we do here? We can maybe do one of these. Perfect. Yeah, that's good. And then we'll get, I don't know, a few of these guys in there. Yeah, okay. It's definitely coming along. It's good. Let's go get some more shops in here too. Why not? Gotta make it walkable, you know. Alright, let's see. I don't want to splice too much into there. Yeah, I don't want to do that. That's good, yeah. Oh, it's kind of cool. It's like pink. Alright, and then we can probably do something in here. Let's do that. Let's do that. Yeah, okay. Starting to come together for sure. I know I did. I know I said I didn't want to make it too dense, but yeah, it's gonna be kind of dense, but it's a good thing. It looks really mixed though, and that's exactly what I wanted. So I'm pretty happy with that. Not gonna lie, I'm pretty happy with that. So. All right, let's see. I don't want this to be kind of like in the middle there, like kind of just looks weird. I think we're just gonna have to splice it right there. It doesn't look too bad. Sure, you're right, whatever this is, onto the basketball court, but hopefully they're okay with that. I don't know. Hopefully. All right, and let's just put some. Actually, we're not gonna put anything there. Where should we put? Like, ooh, decisions, guys. No, we're just gonna put some trees there. I'm deciding it. All right, I think. Ooh, I have to do this area too. I forgot. Okay, let's get some more. Let's get some more of these guys in here. Let's see. Let's put this right here. There we go. Ooh, what's going on here? What in the world? Let's just make that a pedestrian street. Why not? Oh, what happened here? Oh, these buildings, this specific asset right here is so annoying. With the pedestrian thing. I can never get it to work, ever. So I'm just gonna delete it. I don't care. I'll just fill this out with trees. Alright, but that looks pretty good, guys, actually. It looks a little different than the rest of the city, but, I guess this is maybe just because we don't have any trees in there yet. But I think, let's see what we should do over here. I don't know. Ooh, I do want to have, like, maybe another low-rent building here. Low rent. Let's see. Should I do one of these guys? Or one of these guys? Or one of these guys? Let's see. 2x6. Let's do one of these. It's kind of a cool building. It houses a ton of people too, so that's good. I don't want to just have low rent along here, but honestly, that might be what it is. So let's just do, a building here, a building here, a building there, a building everywhere, Let's just do that kind of thing. 3x2, let's just do that guy right here. I don't want to do it too crazy, but let's see. What else do we have? We have a 3x3. We could do that guy like right there. Or let's do that right there. That's the same asset actually. Let's see. No, we don't want a 2x4. No. 4x4. Can we do that right now? Too close. Too close for comfort, actually. Let's do that right there. Let's do this, and then this, and then the 3x2. Perfect. Ooh, but it's a little tall. I don't know. Maybe we should sprinkle in some more of the, where are they? These guys. I love these buildings. These are some really cool assets, actually. They just kind of go with everything. I don't know. Ooh, but here, I have to. Ooh, they're a little close. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see, I do have to fill something out here. Let's see, a 2x2. All 2x2s are welcome, guys. Something like that, maybe. Something like that. Alright, that should be good. Fill the rest in with some trees. Actually, let's do one more. Alright, that should be good. Yeah. Oh, look at that. That's cool. The schools are definitely pretty good, but not really working though, because there's still a ton of demand for them. But they're gonna have to deal with it for now, I guess. Alright, so now we have trees and detailing, guys. So for this part of the video, I think I'm probably just gonna do a time lapse of detailing the trees, because it's probably gonna take way too long to actually detail and tree this place up, you know, with regular laps, I guess, like just regular speed. That's also pretty boring, so I'll speed that up for you guys. Alright guys, so that is going to bring this episode to an end. As you guys can see, the entire area is now completely detailed and treed up. And oh my gosh, it looks phenomenal. I mean, I think I did a really good job along this train track here. We got some low rent buildings, we got these little guys, tons of trees, so it's pretty protected. But yeah, I'm really happy with this area. I think it looks really good. It does look definitely like a bit of a difference between the other parts of Banny X, like especially because of how many more tall towers there are here. But I think it tapers down pretty well. So yeah, we added a good amount of people actually. I want to say, actually I don't know how many we actually added to be exact, but I know we did add quite a bit. So yeah, we're at about 60,000 people now. Banny X alone has about 48,000, and we're still growing. There's actually still almost 2,000 households that need to be filled in. So probably over the next little bit, before the next episode, I'll probably have to let the simulation run just to let those people move in. But yeah, I think it turned out really good. But that's gonna basically be it for this episode, guys. So I really hope you enjoyed episode 2 of Latsou, guys. Next episode, we will be working on this waterfront area, I guess. I don't know. We're gonna have to see what we're gonna do with this area. I have absolutely no clue. I'm gonna have to probably brainstorm some ideas by next episode so that I have a bit of a game plan, you know. But that's gonna basically do it for today, guys. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your days, and I will see you guys in the next episode.